sure. Can't wait to hear about this.
Yeah. Mad, bro. What you mad?
How we doing, man? All right. How's it going? Good to see you, Rob.
What is
Hey,
she?
yes, me
How
what I
doing?
do and who I do it for.
Rob. We know.
And how I
Sorry.
come up with this shit inside the studio. Mad, bro. What you mad for? I touch your chick. Had to drop it.
Well, everybody, welcome back into another special edition of The Extra here online at MyKiss951.com, where if you want to be a part of the show, if you want to actually do this, you're an aspiring DJ or upcoming artist, just submit right now. Go to the top right corner, you'll see keyword new. You can submit your music, you can submit all your entries right there. We'll take a look at it, we'll have you on the show. This week, we have Brevard County's very own Pat O'Brien in the studio. How are you doing, Pat?
How we doing there, Wayne? Appreciate you having me out here.
Oh, well, thank you for joining us. Listen, we're going to have a lot to get to. We're going to play a couple of your songs. You brought in 4 of your songs. We'll play 4 of the ones that you like the most. We'll do that. But let's start off the interview. First of all, we all want to know, everyone always wants to know how these artists, how they got your start. You know, are you originally from Brevard? Tell us your quick life story at, what, you're 25 now?
We're going to pull out age.
All right, so you're 25 now. Tell us your quarter story century of you and Brevard County.
Absolutely. Basically, I started off with producing for Trill, the dudes that sang that I'm Not Locked Down song.
Mhm.
Funny story is, I traded him a big screen TV in order to get my first song with him. From there, we just built a relationship, and man, it grew from there. I used Trill as my footing for meeting Tateism over at Nappy Boy. I mean, Jagged Edge, I've worked with them. It's just, it's a never-ending battle.
Mhm.
Really, of networking, and
That's what it is.
that's all this game is.
So, how did you get your start? Like, what you went to high school around here, right?
Yes.
Where'd you go to high school?
Bayside High School. What up, Bears?
This is the second podcast of the show, and both guests went to Bayside. Last time we had DJ Coleon on.
DJ Colio.
He's from Bayside. You're from Bayside. What year did you graduate?
06. Unfortunately, we weren't the greatest basketball team in 06.
Okay.
It was the year before us that happened to have the best basketball team.
Okay. So then after that, what'd you do after high school? Did you go to college for a little bit, or what'd you do?
Oh, did a little Air Force actually. I did the Air Force, and then from the Air Force I got honorably discharged and just found my passion in music, to be honest. I messed around with it in high school. Everybody remembers like the dumb little songs I did, like the Red Wagon song and the Mexican song and all
You had a
that.
song called Red Wagon?
Yes.
Was it about a little red wagon?
It was my first car actually. I had an 86,
Oh, okay.
yes, an 86 Buick Skyhawk, all red. Probably like the biggest grocery getter you could ever possibly have. It was my first car, however.
So you were hooping it up out the base.
Absolutely,
That's what you were doing?
absolutely, and I made that bad boy look good. Spinners and all, you know, the little hubcap ones. That's embarrassing.
All right. So then you got your start in music. How old were you?
I'd have to say I was around 14, but before that, I mean, my mom got me into church choirs and all that stuff, you know, really, really young, so that's where it all probably really originated from and just built from that. But my roots are, you know, the old choir stuff, you know what I mean, stuff like that, and then it just built and spiraled into hip-hop. Actually, I got to thank my brother for that. Without him, I would have never really, you know, fell into the hip-hop lane, so.
I actually haven't seen your brother in a while. I've known you for a while now.
Whew, couple
But
years.
I haven't
couple years.
seen your brother. Where did your brother go?
He's up in Louisiana at the moment, man. He's taking care of my sister's kid. She's in. She actually just got deployed.
Okay.
So I mean, my heart's out to her and all the soldiers out there right now. But yeah, he's definitely just doing his thing over there. You know, watching the kid, doing the step uncle. Well, it'd be uncle. Yeah,
It would
uncle.
just be the
yeah,
uncle
yeah.
thing to do.
Yeah,
Yes,
you know, right?
It's the uncle thing to do.
Definitely.
Well, listen. Let's get into music here. I mean, a lot of people, you know, when they say they want to sing or they want to be a DJ or they want to produce, they really don't know how to start.
Okay.
Let's talk about how people get their start. So when you want to make a song, let's say you're either producing it or you're singing on it. What's the first step? What do you do? Do you either write the lyrics first or do you want to build the beat to the song first? What do you do personally?
To be honest, personally, I do it different every single time. That way I come out with a different product every single time. Sometimes if I'm feeling a beat and I really just want to go with the beat, I'll start with that beat, make a really strong beat, and throw some lyrics to it. However, if I'm having like, typically my slower songs happen when like I'm feeling kind of blue and stuff and I just think of some real deep lyrics, and then I'll go to the piano and start playing my piano and bring that in. But it's different each time. All I can say is honestly have a concept before you jump into any project and just run with it. Stick to one concept as best as possible on each project and you'll do fine.
What do you use? Do you use Pro Tools?
Oh,
what Fruity Loops? What do you use when you're making your songs?
Basically, I honestly use a pawn shop piano, a Walmart PC, Fruity Loops, and a Mogami microphone. That's all I have. I mean, as far as to making this music, and a lot of people don't believe it. A lot of the time, like, because I do produce for the big names, like, you know, the Nappy Boys, the Jagged Edges. I have credits with them. They never even got a glimpse of my studio. So it's like, they think it's coming out of like $1 million studio when realistically it's a bedroom closet.
Well, that's good. Well, I mean, you're telling it anyone can go out and buy this stuff and do it at your house.
Absolutely.
And it'll sound as professional as possible.
With years of experience, absolutely, absolutely. Just put in the time and really don't give up. That's the one thing. If you're building something out of nothing, just don't give up on it, man. Because the second you give up is followed by the minute you fail. So
there you go. It's words to
there
words
you
to
go.
live by. Now we will play a couple of your songs, like I said, but let's talk about some of the best and worsts
Oh,
of your
boy.
career. I asked this question with Coleon. I'm going to ask you the same question. Let's go first. Best moment of your singing career, artist career.
Hands down, easy. I performed with Afroman about a couple months ago. The legend, Mr. Afroman himself. Well, we kind of got tore up, not gonna lie, we got pretty tore up, and he decided to sign my driver's license.
Ah,
Yeah, come to, you know, the next day comes around, I forget all about it, I put it back in my wallet, forgot all about this. I get pulled over for a U-turn thing in front of my job. It literally happened within seconds. I pull out the ID and I'm looking at it, the cop's looking at it at the same time, and he's like, what is that? I was like, happens to be Afroman's signature. He goes back to his car, he comes back 5 minutes later, no joke. He went and bought Drink Up, my song, on iTunes, and he's playing it, the cop's playing it on his phone. He's like, man, is this you? I was like, yeah. He said, have a good day. And that was probably the best moment of my life as far as
That's a funny
music.
story.
I mean, it was awesome.
All right, let's go worst moment.
Worst moment. Oh man. Actually, there was one time in the beginning of this entire career, I got so wasted on stage. Yes, everybody that knows me knows I drink on stage. I'm Irish. Everybody knows that.
I wonder where the O'Brien came from.
It comes, you know, roots. But no, yeah, definitely. I got so drunk that I basically forgot all the words to my songs.
Okay.
So yeah, we
You just up
ended.
there with a beat doing nothing.
Nope. What I did was I got all the girls up there and we all chugged a bottle of liquor and ended the show on that note.
There you go.
Ended it with a bang.
Well, I tell you what, let's start playing one of your songs here. We'll start off with a song called Evil, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
here we go, you guys. This is Pat O'Brien. It's the Extra, Kiss 95.1.
All right.
All right, Pat O'Brien here. It's the Extra online at mykiss951.com. I'm waiting on Ty, everybody. Thank you for joining us. You can download the podcast if you want to be a part of the podcast and say you're a new artist or a DJ or producer and you want to come on in and sit in the show. Go to keyword new. It's in the upper right corner. Just submit your music. We'll get an email. We'll send you an email back. Simple and easy. Here, Pat O'Brien. Before we listen to the song Evil there, we were talking about best and worst show you've ever done. Now, speaking of shows, where can people find you? Like, what do you do during the weekdays? Like, say it's a Tuesday and people want to find out what you're doing. What are you doing?
Oh man, Facebook. That is my lifeline. It's facebook.com/official Pat O'Brien. It's
Okay.
really easy to find there. Go ahead and like that. I never ask anybody to buy anything. All I ask is for your support. I'm doing this for the county, man. So I just really hope the county backs me with anything I do, especially like certain stunts.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second if you want to. But no, like, what do you do during the weekdays? Is there any way people can go and hang out with you? Like, where around Brevard County are you
Absolutely.
doing anything during 7 days a week? Tell us what days you're doing.
All right, Monday through Friday, I'm basically working over at Fridays. You can come get a drink with me, of course. Other than
The
that,
one on 192?
Yeah,
Okay.
the one on 192. Everybody sees me occasionally, and they still can't believe I work there, but it's all good. Got to work a 9 to 5. You know
It's
what
a
I mean?
job.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Other than that, Wednesday nights I go hang out over at. Am I allowed to say that one on there? Carm?
You can hang.
Oh,
You can say
all right.
we're here to find people for you, my man.
All right.
Where can they find you?
All right. You're gonna find me over on Wednesday nights at Karma, You're going to find me at Friday nights, City Tropics. However, we are switching that over to the gallery starting next week. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Coleone's actually the house DJ for that. Other than that, I mean, the best way to find me, really, I talk back to literally everybody that comments or messages me on Facebook. Hands down, like, that's my best lifeline. Because if I'm not on there, I'm working. Honestly, I don't sleep. I work 24/7.
So there you go. Add him right now on Facebook. And do you use you use Facebook a lot? You're not a Twitter guy.
No, I'm not a Twitter guy. I see you on there all the time, though.
I do enjoy my Twitters.
What was the Twitter again? At Wingnut On Air.
That one's
okay.
mine.
All right. I'm over on at Planet POB if you want to add me on there. However, I think I used Instagram more than I use Twitter, to be honest.
Well, people in this town, they do like their Instagrams. They don't.
They love taking pictures of their food.
They do. It's annoying to me, but I'll pass on that. But anyway, so social networks, and you got a YouTube, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right.
sir.
What's your YouTube?
The YouTube is actually youtube.com/Radio Ready Inc.
There you go. So you have other music videos on there that you've done over time and stuff?
Yes, I have the rock band. I just did a song with Little John's rock band, Whole Wheat Bread. Big shout out to those guys, man. They threw a lot of support towards me on that one, and the music video's out now. It's called Ghost.
Okay.
You can check that out, along with various other music videos right now. We have Drink Up and other things. They fall into that category. I think you'll enjoy them.
True. All right. Well, let's talk more about personal stuff. What do you do around town for fun? Like besides going out and drinking.
Everybody knows that part. Yeah.
What else do you like to do? What else do you have fun doing? Do you like to surf? Do you read?
I'm giving spelunking a shot.
I don't know what that is.
Cave diving? You've never done cave diving?
So you got to leave Florida to do that.
Absolutely. I can't back that up. That's not
what you're doing at all. What do you like to do? What do you like to do for fun?
Basically, I just it's really work for me, to be honest. I don't have. I mean, when I do go out to have fun, it's when I'm working, even with City Tropics and those other events. I literally work 24/7. I mean, if anybody does want to hang out, that's cool. However, we'll probably be recording a song.
Okay, that's fine. Listen, before we get to another one of your songs, let's talk about the Brevard music scene. And then once we play your song, I want to come back and talk about the Brevard music scene. Because you see some bands and stuff around Brevard. What is the music scene, in your opinion, in Brevard County?
My opinion of wow, that was a very loaded question. My opinion on Brevard County artists are... the only thing I could honestly say is if you're really gonna take this up, make it a career. Don't make it. I mean, if you're gonna make it a hobby, make it known that it's a hobby. Because right now the industry, especially around us, is being oversaturated with mixtapes, CDs, music, and people are having a hard time deciding whether they should listen to a CD they just got handed to or not because it's oversaturated with so much. I call them hobbyists.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of hardworking artists, however. Tons. I mean, you got Burger out there. He's working very hard. Drill. I could shout out 100 of them. No disrespect if I forget one. Red's another one. He's out there. I mean, Joker's one of my teammates. But there's tons of them. They just need to stay focused and really just give it their all, man. Don't make this a hobby. Give it everything you got.
Understandable. All right. Well, listen. Let's play another one of your songs here. Feels Good, correct?
Absolutely.
All right. Here we go. All right, it is the extra here online. Oh, that kind of caught me off guard. It is Kiss 95.1. Our guest this week is Pat O'Brien. Again, for those of you that are just downloading and listening right now, if you want to connect with Pat, how do you do that?
Oh, we're going to hit up facebook.com/official Pat O'Brien. Please like that page. I say it over and over again because I don't ask you guys to buy a thing. I just ask for your support. That's all.
There you go. And then Twitter and but real quick, while we're playing that was Chameleon, correct?
Yes, Chameleon. I definitely want to give a shout out to him and his family. He just happened to pass away, or not pass away. A sad story. I don't want to get into that part. However, that song was me and him. We recorded that 3 months before the incident happened. And just rest in peace to Chameleon, man. He was a great soul. Loved the world, man. All about peace and just a real inspiration to me.
Can you download that song?
Absolutely. That's on my last mixtape I just released about 2 weeks ago. That was with that incident, the other incident.
Okay.
Yeah, I released the mixtape, and he is on there. It's called Wanted, again, and that's featuring Chameleon. Real good friend of mine. Rest in peace, bud.
Well, before we wrap up this episode of The Extra, I do want to get to one final question we're asking everybody that comes on this show. If you want to give a piece of advice to someone that wants to do, say, what you're doing now, whether it's just producing or making music, whatever, one piece of advice you would give to people, what would it be?
Start at the bottom and work your way up.
Okay.
That's honestly the best advice I could give anybody, because you're not just going to jump to the top of Sony here, you know, the president of Sony, and hand him a CD and he's going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to sign you tomorrow. No. Start with your secretaries and work your way up, man. That's the best piece of advice I could give, and just don't give up.
There you go. You heard it from Pat O'Brien. Well, man, we appreciate you stopping on by, and we appreciate you coming on in and talking with us and having some fun. We're going to play one final song again. If you want to be on a part of The Extra, go to the upper right-hand corner, type in new, submit your thing. There you go. To connect with Pat, find him on Facebook. Simple and easy. All right, here's your final song, sir. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy everything. This is called Love. You got anything else to say?
If you don't mind, I just got to shout out a couple people real quick.
Go for it. Go.
Global Rapture. I appreciate them. They videotape all my stuff. Mike Bush over at Da Vinci Tattoo. Social Menace. I got quite a few other buddies out there, man. If I'm forgetting anybody, I apologize, to be honest. But you guys know who you are, and I love each and every one of you guys. Let's just keep it moving. iClubHere.com, by the way. That's a huge one. iClub Here. All right.
Speaking of
Wingnut,
love,
again, thank you.
Oh, of course. Love is actually the last song we're gonna play it from you. So
There
here you
we
go.
go.
Thanks, Pat. We appreciate it.
Thanks, man. All right, guys. I just wrapped up my first official radio interview. I mean, like, things are moving for me, man. This is crazy, and it's all because of you guys. All I ask is that you tell a friend to tell a friend about me. That's it. Just like the fan page. Without you guys, I'm nothing. And I say that 100 times over. I just, got off a shift. I'm on my lunch break right now, Fridays. We did the interview, and now I got to get back to work. So, yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.